You have been in Hong Kong, you were in Singapore, and now you have been in Nepal for quite a long time. But when did you start thinking about coming to Nepal, and what drive that decision?
We can see that the challenge in our industry has been evident for some time where as accountants retire, there's just not as many young people coming into the profession in the developed world. We can see the shortage of accountants in Hong Kong and Singapore. I can see that in the UK and in Australia as well. During COVID, we saw some of the team leaving. It was hard to replace in Hong Kong and Singapore, and there were some challenges.
Right.
But what we wanted was we knew we had to grow. We were growing. We could see more clients coming to Fresh for help. The ability for Fresh is to find clients that we want to work with. So I think that the secret is find clients you like,
Right.
find clients you want to work with that you know you can help. So we'd always say yes, and then we find out how to solve that problem after. So we could see we were growing during COVID and clients needed more help, and that moved to digitalization, to cloud accounting. So we had an issue where we needed to recruit. We've had clients that we've worked with out of Nepal. Businesses are Hong Kong, Singapore, UK based that have run centralized teams in Kathmandu in IT, admin and accounting.
Yeah.
So we were looking at how can we find people to recruit and tap into friends of Fresh. So we explored countries such as Philippines, India, Malaysia.
Right.
But actually the conversations we had at the very beginning were all here in Nepal, talking to clients about how do they do what they do in Nepal? How can we build a business here?
Yeah.
And one client's finance team were incredibly helpful. They were able to provide the insights from anything from market salaries, market rates, ACCA, what we'd need to do to set up a business here.
Right.
So late 2000, we had this conversation in summer of 2021,
Right.
and our first team member joined in August 2021. And the ability that a client gave us some office space to use, and then the first team member joined, Najar joined, and then this ability to just work together and see how we can do something. But we also knew that the client feedback, that they could see things were being done quickly by Fresh. And we also knew that within, I would say, a month, 2 months at the most, that we were onto a winner.
Right.
So we then looked at how can we recruit this, because it can't be one person and a laptop using a client's office. So we were lucky to find 2 other members there, Sunita and Rohan, who both willingly joined Fresh in that same year. And then the business by the end of 21 grew to 3 people.
Right.
We've run the business as it was an outsourcing model where the team were part of Fresh Accounting,
Yeah.
but we never had a legal entity here. And that legal entity was established in early this year, 2024. So we were able to say that we really wanted to have our own legal entity, which the team had agreed with.
Yeah.
And we were able to establish Fresh Accounting PVT Ltd here. And the team during 2023 and 24 have grown to a team of 6. Renu Singer at the back, who's helping to lead the team. That team has grown, and what we've always wanted is it couldn't just be 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
This had to be a community, a group of people that could work together, learn together. We're very encouraging as well to don't be afraid to make mistakes. We learn from mistakes. One of the things we've also learned is in Hong Kong, where the first language is Cantonese,
Right.
and English is widely spoken. So then also here in Nepal, where Nepalese is the primary language and English is secondary. So we're sort of learning how to build teams that can collaborate, where English isn't always the first language, but seeing how the teams can work together and build these sort of meaningful connections with each other and understand problems and solve them, I think has really allowed us to invest into Kathmandu. And we really wanted it to be a bigger business to begin with. And actually we take care of clients internally with our own internal team.